Hustle hard in the morning light, shots are ticking through the night. Moji's got that golden sight, making profits left and right. Candlesticks, a dance we know, green and red like disco flow. Trading all day, don't let go, cash that wave and let it show. Success is calling, don't be late. With Moji we calibrate, stack that cash like we've got faith. In the market we'll create. Buy low, sell high, that's the creed. Day by day we feel the need. Victory is guaranteed when you follow Moji's lead. Tick-tock on the trading clock, price jumps higher, don't be shocked. Moji rolling round the block, riches knocking, this is rock. Success is calling, don't be late. With Moji we calibrate, stack that cash like we've got faith. In the market we'll create. Buy low, sell high, that's the creed. Day by day we feel the need. Victory is guaranteed when you follow Moji's lead.
All right, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the most boring trading show on the internet. My name's Moji. I'm here today. Let's see if today we can actually, if our process actually produces. So far, pre-market, we're looking like bullish. We got bullish session control, bullish statement with bullish TPOs. Let's see if at open it'll stay that way. So we have about 4 minutes to open. I'm just gonna mute my mic real quick and let's see what happens at the open. It was actually Okay, we're open. We got a buy signal, but everything is so far mixed, so it's going to be looking pretty sloppy at the moment. Let's give it 5 minutes. There you go. Okay, price is pushing down. What do we got here? We got some good activity in the market. Let's see if there's any news. Uh, any news? Any news? Any news today? We had news at 8:30. That's about it. Don't have anything here worth trading. All right. So right now we have one dashboard saying bearish. We have another one saying bullish, and TPO is saying bullish. So I believe once they find a cheap area, let's see if the bulls step in or if the bears are gonna take back the push that London had around 8:30. All right, so I tried one trade, didn't work. I'll gotta wait and see. Mhm. There we go. Okay. Oof. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, I got tagged hard on that one. Yikes. All right. Well, that was pretty crappy. 0 for 2 so far. I'm gonna wait till 10. Anyone wants to continue to push now? How much time is left? 4 minutes. I went for 2 longs, and they wasn't my favorite, but then came right back. I should have, looking back on it, I should have put it to break even right away. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. 4 minutes left. Open new 4-hour brings. Oh, yeah. It's amazing. Much time left. Okay, we look 4 hours. Let's see. Let's see. All right, we're mixed with a TPO yellow. Not much else to really do right now. Definitely down on a day. We'll get the spinner out. I don't see. Let's see. Just move this out a little bit. Okay, we got a sell button on a 3 minute. That's good. Okay, let's see. And sell button on the 30 second. Okay, let's see. Still bullish to 617. What happened at 7:21? Take some profit at about mm, where? Yeah, I'm gonna lock in 50 points on this trade. Okay, locked in 50 points. See if it will continue to move. So dug myself out of the hole on this trade. I'm in the green, and now let's see if we can add on any bonus material. Okay, I'm gonna add another 10 points to it because it's really flowing now. Locked in 62 points. I'm gonna move this down a bit. Not gonna. All right, I'm locking in 80. There's 619. Boom. Let's go. Locked in 80 points. Lock me out. Let's go. That's my best trade so far. Show this privately. All right, so I locked in 80 points. So that's 1 day of trading that made up my entire week. 1 day. And I lost 3 trades prior to. Let's see then. It's like baseball. I'm really understanding now. So I'm going to recap now. I know it's going further. That's fine. I'm not. I'm happy with where I am because based on, um, I did take a couple losses beforehand, so that does factor in. Even though we're dropping now, that's fine. It can drop. Um, let's see if I can get another. Let's see if this is enough volume to get another eval test. So that was on funded account. I am definitely green on the day. And so let's recap, right? Yeah, we had it mixed. Yes, we definitely had it mixed. However, there's other pieces to the puzzle um, that we can go over because basically, when I look at the market, sometimes you have to see, well, what can it not do? Well, we couldn't break the previous London high, and we kept trying to touch it, and we kept falling back. And then the dashboard said bearish control, so because of that, I was like, okay, let's follow the bears. And that's exactly what I did. So I was 1 for 3 because it wasn't ready in the beginning. But when it finally was, I hit it, and I hit it for a long runner. And you notice how the TPO was not yellow at the time when I entered. It went from green to gray, and that is what allowed it to run. So even when it turned yellow, I was okay because I knew I wasn't going to get a huge spike up either way. So that was really beneficial to my to how I was feeling trading. And I locked in profits. I think I locked in a payout too. I have to check. I think I did. But in any case, it's just following the process, right? Like I was seeing it, everything was saying, Stewart, bulls were having trouble. Finally took it, and I hit an 80-point trade live. So yeah, I told you this is a boring thing, but you know what? That was a boring 80 points. And if you want to know, I don't like saying this out loud, but I'll put it this way. It's a 4-figure trade. I'll leave it like that. 4-figure trade. So following the process, 1 day of trading because the other day on live, I did not open a trade on my funded account because the conditions weren't right. 1 day, even with losses, just following the process, I hit 1 of 3, and I, was able to become green on the day, and it just so happened to be a 4-figure day. So with that, I'm actually gonna take a break. I'm gonna leave this on for a little bit because I need to calm down because this was an emotional high. I need to bring myself down so I can relax. Um, but I'll still leave the chart on. Let me just shrink it a little bit. And I'm taking a 5 minute break. So um, I'll be right back. All right. All right. All right. So I'm back. Um, Thank you for listening to the live today. As you saw, this is just I call it the most boring trading live ever because I'm in full concentration mode. So you're actually getting a real life look of how I trade, how I just look for the process, and I'm looking through charts just to get my direction probabilities correct or as high as possible, and then executing on trades. Today I went one on my funded account. Um, I'll say my Top Step funded account. I went 1 for 3. That's in Top Step terms. I trade 2 contracts, um, and it's a total of 6 trades. And I hit 1 out of the 3, and the one that I hit. Now they all went in profit. Let me clarify this. The first two went 10 to 15 points in my favor, but I wanted it to run. So I allowed it to come back. Yes, I could have gone to break even, um, or went from have a 20-point stop loss. I could have went from a 20-point stop loss to a 10 to reduce the amount out. It's hard for me to do on Top Step, so that's why I try to find really high probability trades so I can let it run. As soon as it went 40 points in my favor, then I moved my stop accordingly. So basically, if you want to say, like, I do have a take profit at the end, I pushed it to 100 points, and as I see the points starting to hit specific areas, I'm just playing this game, right? So as I'm gaining points here, I'm pushing down my take profit here. So this way, no matter what, if it does drop faster than I can move my stop down, it'll take me out at a lower number. And if it does pop back like it did before it went back down, I still locked in 80 points. So I'm locking in my profit for um, a I don't want to say good or bad, because the good part is I followed my process this whole week. So I was able to hit a profitable trade. I'll just say it like that. Because I just followed the process. I looked at the big three, and as I explained before, I'll explain it again, that the session control is I put always first in my way of looking at it, because that's most direct to where we are right now. So I trade New York, so I'm looking at how is New York session control looking. Then that can help me, probability wise, shift it to today, the Bears. Then I look at the statement. The statement says bullish. Now, that can be confusing to some people. Oh, one says this, it's mixed. Why would you trade? Well, it's so strong. So I'm going to go to the dashboard. It's such a strong price action because it says pullback with trend. And the bearish control says, let me just move it so you can see it on the live. So it says directionally bearish control. Price actions pullback with trend. That's kind of the strongest price action you can get in a direction when it says those words. I know says an order for long, but they switch all the time, right? They're not automatic. It's not just going to stay that way because it says it. Let me just check this out real quick. What am I doing on here? So, and because of that, it gave me confidence to execute shorts, right? I tried shorts earlier, but they just never. No, sorry, I tried a long before because I thought we had found a base here, but we kept hitting the London high and kept pushing that back down, back down. So I was like, okay, let me find a short entry. None of this here gave me a short entry. This was actually probably the best one, but I wasn't looking for one here because it was still green TPO. As soon as this turned off, I looked for shorts. I got in around here in this, where this area is. I took one, I got in, and it took me out. I took points, right? I took points and it got me out. And then I did it again, and it happened to hit the 80 point. So the first one I went in was when this was yellow, and you notice how it was like kind of chopping around. But once this flipped again, and you can see here, when it went from here to here, that was my sign to go in. And if you notice, this is the probability oscillator. Look at the middle line. It was saying bearish the whole time. So that also gave me a little confidence. And I just found an entry in. And when I found the entry in, it came back, and so like it wasn't a smooth, it wasn't a straight line down. This whole time here, it's going like this. But what I was seeing was every pulse down was stronger than the pulse back up. Yes, it did come back up to like break even and then go back down. That's why I leave my stop where it is, because I'll need to allow this to breathe. The ATR is 18, right? So it's going to go 18 points, 18. Sometimes if it goes 25 back to 18, then that's how I feel I'm gaining points. And that's what I do. That's how I trade. And then I just move stops accordingly, depending on the size I have. And then I just take the profit that the market's willing to give me. And today, it was allowed me to take some profit. So with that, I'm done for the day. I still need to calm down because that was an amazing trade. Any trade I take that's 50 points or longer, I need to take an actual physical break. So I'm probably going to go walk the dog and just relax. And always remember, we do give live signals down here at the live call on Discord with DC and Cloud. So you can always check them out. And I will see everybody on Monday, 9:20. Thank you all.